What is going on, guys? It is Wraith. I am back. We have another Monday night live unboxing. This time it's going to be specifically on the Iron Warriors, and I've been waiting to open these ones up. So we're going to bust these figures out tonight. We're going to go through all of them. Well, the two of them. Setting up some music here, and I don't know why this didn't work before, but there we go. Now we got some music going. But yeah, we're going to go through the two figures here. We got the Praevian and the Warsmith. I got these both a couple of weeks ago, so we're going to unbox both of them. You can see the Warsmith there, but I want to cover some more stuff. Obviously, this is just like we spoke about last night on Warhammer After Dark. If you guys do not know, check out Warhammer After Dark. We go through our weekly JOYTOY Warhammer news and everything that's going on, so you guys get a really good opportunity to talk and tell us if you like the latest releases from JOYTOY for their Warhammer figure. Especially recently, we got the Salamanders and we got the Night Lords. We got back-to-back controversies of the figures. So, but let's see really quickly who's in chat. We got Andy the Collector. What's going on, dude? As well as, oh, let me fix my chat here. I updated some stuff, so I want to see. Make sure all of my stuff is actually working. Just give me 1 sec here. Alright, let's see. There we go. Let's see. Andy, let's see if I can highlight you. Got a little bit of a different UI here tonight. There we go. Oh, we're definitely going to have to make this bigger. This is way too... Whoop, wrong one. This is way too small. Let me bring this out bigger. 68. Also, you guys, using a different ratio format tonight for what you guys can see on the reviews. So tonight it's gonna be a little bit different. Let me know. You're not going to see these sides. It's going to be more sitting on or sitting in the middle of the screen essentially. So Wraith, when you come back, Wraith, you need to open your Black Templar. Might actually open it up tonight because tomorrow I believe we're going to do another live unboxing. This entire week I'm going to be blasting out lots and lots of different things that's going on, from live unboxings to gaming streams, because this is my last week before I go on vacation and stuff like that away from you guys. So I want to get as much as I possibly can out with you guys. So hold on 1 second. There we go. All right, so a couple of the things I wanted to show you guys. Obviously, we're going to do the unboxing of the Iron Warriors, Warsmith, and the Praevian tonight. But the other thing, too, I wanted to show you is, yes, we know, I picked up a Black Templar specifically, right? This is my first Black Templar, and if you guys don't know the deal, I don't collect Black Templars, but we had to get a Black Templar because I got the Hate Mace of Space King, and I needed someone to go with our version of Hate Monger, and I think this is going to be my version of Hate Monger. So we're going to unbox him. Maybe we'll do this tonight as well. We'll probably do this tonight because I have more stuff coming tomorrow. We're going to do another live unboxing tomorrow. We're going to do a bunch of live unboxings this week. So I'm not at a loss for stuff to open, I'll tell you that much, man. So anyway, so this is our Black Templar, Terminator 2. And we have our Hate Mace there. We also have our Praevian, which I'm actually really excited about opening up because of the bendy wires on this figure specifically. So we're going to be opening him up as well as our Warsmith. But here is something that I picked up today. I went over to I think it's called Toy Wiz in New Jersey. Now, this is going to be blasting us with some light because it's super, super reflective, okay? But I want to show you. So Blake has gotten all of these things called Blokies, okay? So these are like little versions of like figures or something you can put together. And I've been promising myself I wanted to pick up some of the Transformers, but I don't like the blind. Look at the glow on this. My God. It's because this is all metallic. But I've been promising myself that I want to pick up a Dinobot one. But because I love the Dinobots from Transformers. But I refuse to buy blind box shit. Okay. So if I'm buying something, I want it. And I was like, you know what? I'll just buy you know, from eBay, a specific Dinobot. And I looked at the price and I'm like, God damn it, I'm not going to do that. But then I was in the store Toy Wiz today, and they had this whole box set of all the Dinobots. So I picked this up. I'm going to be unboxing this sometime this week. My God, the lights are just absolutely killing the box here. Thank God I don't normally have these type of boxes on here, but we're going to open this up this week. I know Blake will be extremely happy that I picked this up as well. So, but yeah, so we're going to be opening... We'll be opening up the Warsmith tonight, as well as the Praevian. Here's another thing that I got in, and obviously, if you guys have noticed, we got a discount code as well as an affiliate link from Starforged, right? Which is one of the things that I love. So I picked this up, actually. So this is the Ruby Garnet Inquisitor ring. Now, I'm trying to get it close enough before we lose focus. I just finished taping the review on this ring. This is silver with a red garnet, and on the inside of there, let me flip it around, actually. It's upside down. But this is the seal of the Inquisitor, and we got the Inquisition seal on the inside of there. So I'll do a full review. I taped it. That should go out this Saturday, as well as I also picked up this bracelet from them too. So I like wearing certain things. I like wearing like watches and bracelets, but the biggest thing about it is, for me, is I can't have anything that's going to grip, like little metal links that rip my hairs out of my arm. So I wound up picking up, this is the Servo Skull from Starforged, and it's actually really comfortable. It's awesome. This is all leather. Again, this is silver on here, and this clasps together. So pick this up. You guys will see a review on that very soon, as well as I picked up a couple other things. You guys will also see reviews on these. These are, we talked about this a couple weeks ago on Toy Hammer After Dark. These are the specific purity seals of the specific chapters. So these are just like our regular purity seals that we've gotten before from Starforged, but these are special, real special versions of it. So this is the Grey Knight one, and this is going to go in my Grey Knight collector room. By the way, we're going to do some live from the collector room this week as well. But this is going to be, after I unbox this and review, this is going to go for my Grey Knights. This one looks absolutely awesome. This is going to be for my Blood Angels. So again, you can see where the seal unfurls. There's a couple different options for how you want to display this. But this is the Blood Angel one. And again, this is all metal here on that specific piece of the purity seal. Or it's not purity seal, but it's a seal. And then finally, this is the one I've been waiting for. This is the Raven Guard one. And this looks absolutely awesome. And again, I have a huge Detolf all cleared out and ready for my entire collection of Raven Guard JOYTOY figures from Horus Heresy. So I have that. This is going to go right on the front of that Detolf hanging down, and this is going to be an awesome centerpiece for my entire JOYTOY collection. So I have the Raven Guard, we got the Grey Knights, we got the Blood Angels. Those are my 3 favorite chapters, so I can't be happier. And again, I'll do a full review on these as well, so you guys will see what they look like and how they go together. So, all right. The other thing that we're going to do tomorrow, because I have some other stuff coming. So tomorrow night we're going to do Lord Castellan Evander Garrus. So we're going to unbox this huge guy. I actually am very surprised because he came out at the same time as Cadus Next. So we're going to do a live unboxing tomorrow night on him. I'm trying to get as much stuff out as I can because I know I'm going to come back and I'm going to have a huge pile of JOYTOY figures to open. So we have this to unbox tomorrow, as well as we have something very special that's coming in tomorrow as well, and 2 more figures that I ordered. So we got some more unboxings that are going to be going on tomorrow, as well as live from the collection room, and we'll do some gaming streams as well. So, all right, so here's the Warsmith, and this is the Terminator sized figure. We saw this, what is this? I think this was announced in April. And so, shit, man, it's already July. Can you believe that? So we finally got this figure now, and we're going to take a look, and we're going to do a live unboxing on this figure right now. I think I didn't pick up all of the Iron Warrior figures, but I'm happy that I picked up this one. I went back and I got the Praevian. Actually, no, it was the other way around. I got the Praevian, but I didn't get the Warsmith, and I turned around and I wound up picking it up. So, what's up, Jocko? What is going on, sir? Oh, why did that not work? There we go. What's going on, Jocko? What's going on, man? And then, let's see. What's up, Doghouse? Got my original Dino box on my wall now. Oh, cool, dude. Yeah, like I said, I love the Galaxy series. Beloki is only $5 each at Walmart. Yeah, I just don't flying by too fast. I don't pick up. I don't like the blind box stuff. Time flying by too fast. Yeah, dude, it's already shit, man. It's already July. I'm gonna be going away for vacation, which we've been planning this for about 2 years already. So, but yeah, so here's the Iron Warriors Warsmith. Again, you guys are going to see my... Shoot, I did a really good job. I think my collection looks really, really good. So, again, we can see on the back, it comes with... Looks like a multi... Is that a multi-weapon? Or well, he comes with this massive hammer. He comes with an unhelmeted head, which we saw last time in Warhammer After Dark. I forgot who did the picture of it. I think it was Sangwick. Did the picture of this. And also our boy Castellian over there. So, but we're not going to have him unhelmeted, because that is a rule we're not going to break here on the live stream. So, all right, so here's the Warsmith. I'm super excited. I think we're going to open up that, yeah, we're going to open up that that Black Templar type. Holy crap. It always surprises me when I open up these figures how actually big they are. Right, because when you have them in the box, they look a little bit tinier than they actually are. Let me bring this in a little bit more. But yeah, dude, he looks really cool. He's heavy. He's really heavy too. You can see on him the amount of shit that he comes with. Wow. So he looks like, is that a, what is that on there? Is that a... What is this weapon? I know that's a bolter, but what is on the bottom there? Does it say? Doesn't say. Jocko, tell me what this is on the bottom. Is this his laser? That's what I figure this is. This looks cool, dude. We'll take a look at this here in a second. But JOYTOY was nice enough to, as we pull him out of the box, to not have him with his unhelmeted head, because we're never going to have him with a unhelmeted head, at least on this figure. He'll always have his helmeted head, which looks actually really cool. So this looks good. Again, the figure is super solid. Now, I know some people have been complaining recently about the Salamander's color, and rightfully so, as well as the Night Lords. I don't think the color is bad. I think the lack of lightning on the Night Lords is an issue, right? I like the darker blue, right? More like a midnight blue that's on the Night Lords figures for the Horus Heresy. So I have no problem with that. I have a problem with the missing lightning. But I say that because this looks awesome, right? We've got Iron Warriors, we've gotten Death Guard, and we also just recently got the Raven Guard figures as well. And all of them have been amazing. They've done an absolutely awesome job. And again, the articulation is super nice and tight. This is a very heavy figure, especially on the back side here, where we're going to flip him over in a second. But he's holding it, right? If I can hold him by one leg, it's just moving a tiny, tiny bit. But the articulation is really, really tight on this figure. Nice. We can see here on the front, we got Perturabo, his masked face, because I have him with a helmet and a mask in my collection. But this looks like Perturabo face. All right, obviously the symbol of the Iron Warriors. We get the color of the caution sign almost on the side of one of the legs, as well as I really like the paint deco on here. All of the Iron Warriors figures. Originally, when we got these figures, I was kind of like very blah on the color that they had for this. But I tell you, after I got a couple of the figures, I had them in hand, they sold me on it. So I'm almost all in on the Iron Warriors. That recent release that I did not pick up. So we can see here, this is his faux version of a cloak. He's got a cloak on the back, but then he's got all of these other wires that are protruding out so he can stick into whatever he needs to from a technology standpoint. If he needs to power up his armor, I'm sure some of these will double as maybe an ultra version of a USB device for him. So very cool. We got tons. You know what are these? Oh, these are bendy. Oh, Nikes. Oh, shit, dude. These are all bendy wires. Oh, this is awesome. Oh, I thought that these were just going to be very bland. These are cool. Now I really wish they were longer. Oh, man, dude. These look cool. All right. Wow, I didn't realize they were going to be bendy wires. So it's bendy wires on him and also on the Praevian. That looks real. That is awesome. I didn't realize that was bendy wire. See, this is why I don't watch other people's reviews, so that you guys can see my honest reaction. Because I didn't know shit, man. They don't tell you on the official displays or the official descriptions of the figures what's going on there. So, do the mechanics? Yes, they do. They all bend, man. They do. They did an awesome job. What's up, Celestial Wolf? The color for the Iron Wars is great, but again, kind of hard to get the silver wrong. Dude, do not say that, dude. You're going to jinx it. They're definitely going to get it wrong somehow. If you want, I can send you a couple of extra Blokis I have. Oh, I appreciate that, Annie. I think I'm going to be good with the ones I have. I'm going to put these together with my son tomorrow once he gets back from baseball camp. So, that's a Graviton Disintegrator. All right, good, good, good. By the way, good luck getting that pincer army on. Oh, no. Oh, no, man. Yeah, Warsmith are thick boys. They'll be ordering the Centurion this week. Want to order another MK2, but we shall see. Yeah, dude, I've stayed away from all of the MK2 figures. Warsmith is missing a very obvious play feature that I hope you notice. Oh, man. Is it going to be a clasp? Is there no clasp on the top of his arm that's grabbing? Like, that would be annoying if that's not there. One of the wires connects to the ammo belt on the bolter. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, dude. Having uses for his stuff on here. So this is cool. But the figure looks great. We can go everywhere from the side of the legs up. And then we also get there's some shading on the underside of this, as well as the front side of his little red tabard there, as well as his symbol of the Iron Warriors. And then this is all one piece. I love when they do this with the belts, that they're actually a part of the sculpt and they're not actually sitting as a separate piece, because these belts tend to like flop all over the place. So, but the legs are great, and I feel like he has bigger, thicker legs than the previous Terminators. I felt like I remember talking to Mario from Mario Collectibles last year. Mario Finnick Collectibles, I'm sorry. Last year on the show on Tournament After Dark, and he was a little upset at the non-tree trunk legs of the Terminators that had come out from a while ago, or the first release. I think that these look awesome. I'm going to have to do a comparison between these and the other ones. I don't have them out now, but I'll have to run into my room and grab those. So moving up to the chest, this is going to go 360. Well, at least his waist is going to go 360. I don't know if his torso crunch, he does have a torso crunch. This is going to turn, no, it's not going to turn 360, but that's okay. We can see here on the front, this is the chest. We got that nice neck guard known for Perturabo. And then we're going up to the shoulder pieces. We've seen this before, but there's nice. I like thank God there's a wash on this dude. Like, I don't know why they're doing that with the Salamanders, specifically the Salamanders Terminators that we looked at yesterday. Like, there's a wash on this. There's a dark black, well, there's a black wash on, or at least a dark gray wash. If there wasn't any kind of a wash, this would look wrong. This would look very, very like toyish and plastic like, and I feel like that's what we're getting with some of the later releases, or at least it looks like that from the promo pictures of the Salamanders and especially the Night Lords. So it doesn't look like there's much shading on those figures. Now again, these are recent releases, so maybe when we get those figures in hand, it's going to look different, or it's going to be different from the promo shots. That's at least what I'm hoping. So all right, so the arms, and again, the shoulders, have the newer version. So we're going to have the shoulders as part of the joint system. So you'll be able to move it out and in. So no more hook joint around the shoulder where you're going to be just moving it around. You can actually get this into a really good position for any of your poses for photography. The helm looks great. We're not taking this shit off. I'm sorry, guys. I am not putting that human helm. I'll show you the human helm, but I'm not putting the human helm on there. But this looks really cool. And then I wonder which one attaches as the ammo belt. Oh, I see it. I see it. It goes right here. So it's going to be this piece here. Oh, yeah, dude. I love that these are all bent. I wish these were longer. So well, I'm like jumping the gun here, but this is where the graviton gun goes. Oh, this looks cool. All right, we'll go back to that in a minute. But here is this. This is the head sculpt on the figure. Let's see if I can get it in there. We got those red eyes, and there's the side of the head sculpt, and there's the other side. Why in the hell would you want to have non-helmeted versions of these figures? I don't get it. Maybe just to have it differentiated when you're buying like an army builder of these, but I don't know, man. I think the helms on all of these Warhammer figures, JOYTOY, look absolutely amazing. So then we can go on to the back here, and here's the back of his Terminator power pack. This is Tartarus Terminator armor, right, guys? Or a version of Tartarus. So this looks really cool. Or is this Cataphract? I think this is Tartarus. But this looks very cool. Super sturdy figures, no problems with it. And then on the arms, we can see the pipes that are going to the forearms from the wrists. And then, thank goodness, there is enough room and movement for him to move here. Gets a little bit tight right here when you're trying to do the yelling pose. But he looks good. And then on the underside of this arm, we can see another pipe that's attached just on the shoulder to his back of his arm muscle. And then this is the back side of the arms as well, with the pipe that's sitting there on the right hand side. So very cool, dude. I'm super psyched about these little tiny ones. These are not going to be wired, bendy wires, but they look cool. And then this one has a wire that's actually part of the sculpt of it. So dude, these bendy wires are cool. I really wish that these were longer now, but even still, this looks cool. I'm very happy that we got this. I'm nicely surprised, man. I wasn't expecting that. So, all right. So we have, wow, his massive hammer comes in multiple pieces. So let's move him out of the way so we don't lose focus here. And let's start grabbing some of the pieces that he has. So we'll do first his head. Because that is my least wanted piece of this figure. Even compared to the extra hands. I don't know, man. I am not an unhelmeted type of guy. So this is, for me, it's very blah. Right? I don't really care. It's an extra head sculpt. Again, all of these guys in 40K look like Lobot from Star Wars Empire Strikes Back. They got the little ear things on the side. But this, I don't know. It is what it is. It's a head sculpt. So we'll throw this on the side. Again, we'll be giving away all of my head sculpts around Christmas time to everybody who is part of the Wraith Mace Discord. So if you guys want to be a part of it, all you got to do is follow me on Instagram. Follow me here. Message me on Instagram. Then I'll send you the invite. So again, as I just put this together, this comes in 2 pieces. Shit, and this thing is large. So we can see on the bottom here, there's a little indent piece. So on this side, there's only one way to put this thing in. So you're not going to have this turning on you. So this is going to go in like this. Dude, and this is absolutely massive. Look at how long that thing is. Holy shit, and this is really big. We'll get it in here to do a size comparison with the figure. But dude, this is actually out of frame. I'm not going to bring it back in frame because I want to have it pulled in a little bit, but we can see Skull of the Iron Warriors on there, as well as, this looks really cool. And this is the first time we've gotten a power hammer of this sculpt before. So again, Siegecraft is what the Iron Warriors are all about, and this looks like that. I actually really like that. Not a huge fan of the hammers, but I think they did a really good job on this sculpt, man. I think it's really cool. It is cataphract. Okay, cataphract, not Tartarus. So very cool, and we can see the engines on the back of this, dude. There's a lot of detail on this hammer now, and the paint looks great. I have no problems with anything on this hammer. I think this looks really good. Again, we got the two-tone silver on here. We got the regular silver, and then we got more of an antique type of silver. Yeah. Other than the sculpt lines on the back of the hammer, that is really my only tiny complaint with this piece, right? And we're going to get that. I mean, you're not going to be able to wipe those out unless you're sanding that down specifically. But again, on a mass-produced product, we're not going to get that, so that's fine. All right, so comes with a figure stand. Let's see if I can get this out. By the way, I'm starting to use all of my figure stands in my collection room because I'm having them all set up, all nice and ready to roll. And I need the figure stand so they don't fall over, especially on those new display, clear display cupcake stands or cupcake display areas, tiered areas for my collection. So, all right, so the figure comes with 2 pistol grip hand and a standard gripping hand. I'm going to use all 3 pistol grip hands, just like I've been saying before, because I don't know, I feel like it's just better to have the pistol grip hands on there. So now here is, I'm guessing this is what Celestial Wolf is talking about. Does this move? Oh shit, does this just, like, this doesn't open? Oh no, this doesn't open at, oh my god, it doesn't open at all. So what does he do? Just, oh, weird. Well, interesting. This doesn't even, okay, this moves a tiny bit. There we go. Moves up and down. There we go. I was afraid to move it. Holy shit. I feel like I'm going to break it. Okay, so it moves a tiny, the top piece moves a tiny bit. Now, this is annoying. How does this not open? Right? Oh my god, yeah, this doesn't open. That's what Celestial Wolf is talking about. This doesn't open. Why would that not open? All they have to do is split the sculpt. I guess the wires is what they're worried about, right? So if they split the sculpt here on the 2 clasping heads, then I guess you would worry about the wires, because these are these hard plastic. No, these are hard plastic. These aren't even wires. So this is part of the sculpt. So they would have to have had to cut these off and then do wires on here. And then they would have had to elongate this out to accommodate that and allow, actually this would have had to have been bigger. This is too tiny. So they would have had to make this entire piece bigger. So I think this was a cost-cutting measure why they didn't have this clasp actually doing anything. The articulation on here is not bad, right? It's going to come out. We're going to see a little bit of the piston's bending there. So just be careful with that. But this goes in and out, so that's not bad. Again, we got some wires here, and then on the top piece, this is about as much as you're gonna get. That's a bit disappointing though, bro. I have to admit it. Because you see that on the figure. That's one of the very first things. You're like, oh, he has this huge clasp on the top of the figure, but it literally doesn't do anything. It's just sitting there as just a sculpted piece. They definitely would have had to redesign this entire piece completely to be able to have it do the clasp. I personally would have wanted that. But I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments. Let me know if you guys would have preferred them to actually have this clasp down. That's kind of disappointing. All right, so this is where this is going to sit on the figure. So this is going to go onto here, right? Yeah, this is going to go onto here. It's so weird, too, because they went ahead and they put... It looks like they almost put... How does this go on? Hold on. Does this just fit in there? Let me take this off the camera for a second here. How does this actually go on? Because this looks like ratchet joints in a way. It literally looks like ratchet joints. Does this just fit in? Oh god, I'm like trying to push it in. It should go push in, right? There we go. All right, yeah. So this isn't supposed to move. This is just supposed to go. Mine is a little bit crooked, though. Right? I don't know if that's supposed to be like that. It looks a little crooked. Now it looks a little better. So just going to go up and down. Yeah, that's kind of disappointing, bro. I got to be honest with you, dude. Um, hmm. Not sure how I feel about that. Like, I don't know, he's perpetually just sitting there with it like this. All right? And it's not going out or anything. Like, this is about as far as you're going to get it out. So you can't really do anything with it. It's kind of just like, hey guys, I have this really cool looking grasping arm. Not really going to do much with it, but it looks cool. All right, so let's swap out his hand. Oh shit, this thing fell off. It's all, you know what it is? All the weight's on this. So let me make sure that this is sitting up. All right, so let's get his fisted hands off. Again, you know this is not a return. Because, well, it could be a return, I guess, if they just put the the fisted hands back on there. Do you guys have your any of your figures displayed with the fisted hands? Trying to think outside of shit, I don't know of any figures actually that I have with the fisted hands, other than if they have like weapons on their wrist, like my Grey Knights with their wrist-mounted bolters. Will I have them with like fists on, like as they're pointing their bolters forward? But that's really the only time I would ever use fisted hands on these figures. So that's a little, the figure's great. Other than this is a little disappointing. It's not a problem. It's just a bit disappointing. So, oh shit, maybe I have to do the gripping hand. This is heavy. Holy crap, let me bring this out. This is heavy. Oh my gosh, yeah, he's not going to be able to. So let's see. This is, I would assume, yeah, we want this on this hand. So we're going to keep this pistol grip hand for his graviton weapon. And we're going to have this attached to, let's see on the back here. This piece keeps falling off. We're going to leave this off for now. Yeah, this is going to go to here. Let's go underneath. And then this piece, as you can see here, this is just going to connect to here. Does it go like that? Oh, it goes like this. There we go. All right, so he has his ammo belt set up, so it's going trucking. How much ammo does he have in his Terminator power pack for this graviton weapon, man? Wow. So yeah, so I'm not actually going to be able to have a pistol grip hand because this thing is too heavy, dude. So actually he comes with 2 gripping hands. So yeah, so he's going to have a gripping hand just to one hand this hammer. This thing weighs a ton here, dude. All right, so let's grab. Get in there, man. Come on. We're not version 1 Terminator figures. There we go. So that looks cool. We'll put that piece back on here. Wow, this thing's heavy, dude. Woo! You have to grab this from the high up. So you can actually... Wow, this thing's heavy. Alright, so that's how that looks. The only problem is this piece keeps... It's not that it keeps falling off. It keeps... Is there a way to make this thing secure on there? Let's see. On the sculpt, I can see a little piece on the inside, but there's nothing here that differentiates it. So we're just going to have to push this in. Yeah, we're just going to have to force it to go. So there he is. There's our Warsmith. And this is about to fall off because all the weight is being pushed in on it. Let me bring this out farther, man. He is a huge figure. Well, the unit is the pieces that he comes with make him actually really large. So he looks cool. I'm going to have to go in a little while, go grab that other Terminator because we'll do a quick size comparison between him and the other Terminator. So there we go. There's our Warsmith. Only piece that is kind of annoying is there's no action feature on that clasp. This hammer is heavy as shit, dude. You definitely need the gripping hands on here. I almost wish... Can I do this? Does he have... I wish that one of his hands was like a... One of his appendages here was like another hand to like help him hold it's his hammer. Dude, that would have been cool. They should have had like a little claspy thing to grab the bottom of it for how much weight is on this thing. That would have been a really cool use of it, I think. That would have been awesome. But here he is. Very cool. Warsmith looking absolutely awesome. I'm super excited and happy they did the bendy wires on the back of the figure. And I like the inclusion of the bendy wire into his graviton weapon for the ammo feed. So this is cool. All right, there's our Warsmith. All right, so we got that extra head, which is never going to be used. We'll throw this into our head deposit case so you guys can get a chance to get some free head at Christmas. Get some free JOYTOY head at Christmas. So, and then here we go. This is the Legion Praevian. Now this one I knew that the bendy wire or the appendages will be bendy wires on him he was announced in April. So this one was cool. Let's jump into the chat really quick. Still, I don't think Wraith has the piece in all the way. Mine was falling out until I really had to muscle it in. Oh, okay. So you pushed it all the way in. Let me bring him back over here. Yeah, I feel like... I don't know. I feel like I pushed it in... Oh, okay. It went in a little bit more. Okay. It's not flopping now. Ah! There you go, Jocko. Alright, cool. Like I said, the only issue I have with the figure is just that this this gripper at the top is not a gripper. It's just it's just sitting there. Alright, so here is our Legion Praevian. Let's bring him in closer. And we'll see. I had to Dremel my Warsmith for the machine arm to fit in. Ooh, that sucks. What's up, Sangwick? There's a lot of innuendos in this stream. I think so. It's a cataphractii. Doesn't have the rounded shoulders. Cataphractii. Is it cataphractii? Yeah, it's cataphractii. Okay. So here's our Legion Praevian. And again, I was very excited to get this figure. This has some really awesome looking head sculpts. These type of figures, I don't mind the half-human type of looking helms, like where the Mechanicum, he obviously went to the Mechanicum and learned his craft, but he came back and he looks really good. My God, dude. Right out of the box, all of these Iron Warrior figures look really awesome, dude. Every single one. Same thing with the Sons of Horus. When I pulled out, I forgot what it was. It was the general of the Justarian Terminators. That figure looked amazing, dude. But these look really cool. Dude, the silver just absolutely pops. I'm hoping on the stream it's popping here as well as you guys can see this. So here we go. He's super impressive inside the package when you take him out of the box. Wow, looks very cool. Oh my God. Dude, they did what I've been asking, bro. Can you believe that? They did it. Look it at the bottom. What is this? This is not a brick, boys. This is not a brick. At least I don't think it is, right? This can come out. Please don't tell me I'm going to rip it. Yes. What have I been asking for? It's a miracle. We're going to have to show this off. JOYTOY, I am so happy you did this. Dude, this is a standard bolter. Magazine comes out the bottom. Oh, this just fall apart. I'm going to have to glue this. That's okay, though. But I don't care. I don't even care that this came out apart. I'll throw some glue and put this back together. But, dude, the fact that they actually have this as a holster now, and we're not getting bricks on our figures, unmovable pistol grips, dude. They cut out the bottom pistol hole. Oh, my God. This is awesome. And they made sure that this fits in. This is what it's all about. This is what I hope that we get from now on. I don't want to have my guys... Dude, when I got the lion figure and his gun was stuck to his side... Little Rob or little Wraith was like, oh my God, what are they doing here? Wow, so his power pack is totally attached to him. So here he is. The other head sculpt is cool, and we'll bring that over here in a second, but... I'm going to be keeping on this one. This figure looks awesome, dude. Holy crap. Look at this sculpt on his leg. Oh, my God. And this is the first time I've seen something like this. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He is totally mechanized out here, dude. He has tons of extra praise be to, oh my god, the Mechanicum. Wow, this looks so cool. And it's super, super solid. Again, all of these Iron Warrior figures are, as far as their articulation, nice and tight and no problem whatsoever with them. So I'm very happy with how this looks, dude. And the feel of the figure is great. And we get the little caution symbol, or the caution colors. And we also get it here on his, on his elbow pad too. Wow, look on the back of his leg. This looks so cool. Dude, this is a really cool looking leg. And I've never seen a foot like this. Well, I don't have all the Mechanicum figures. I only have one. So maybe this is an existing sculpt and they just reused it for the Praevian, but this looks really, really cool. And again, one leg is human, one leg is all mechanized. I love this leg. This looks really cool. Coloring looks great. It's not just a flat silver. We get some extra wash in there. And then let's see if I can turn his wrist. Yes, we can turn his wrist. And this is all mechanized up. And we get a normal right. Is that right arm? That's his right arm. Wow, dude. This looks so cool. And we get the Mechanicum symbol on his right shoulder. And we get the pauldron symbol, the regular pauldron here with a bunch of the balls that's attached to here. This looks cool. And we get some grenades on his back. And then this piece is just going to fit on the back. I'm so happy about this. So, so happy. Now I'm just going to leave this on his hip now that we've gotten this. I'm going to have to heat this up. This is one thing that I've noticed with some of our pieces that we've been getting. Some of the accessories that go on the waist. You're going to want to heat up the waist port on there and just fit this in there and then let it cool off, and then it will be nicely attached. So very cool. All right, so let's go to his, well, we'll go to the other head sculpt first. This actually looks really cool, but I like this head sculpt way better. Dude, this looks so cool. Looks like he's ready for a fight on this Istvan 5. So here's his additional head sculpt that he gets with him. Again, we'll throw him into the pile. So at Christmas time, all the Discord members, you guys can pick out some of the additional unhelmeted sculpts. He has like a half helmet sculpt here on here, right? He looks really cool though. And we get a little bit, I don't know if that's, that's his, oh shit, dude. That's his, shit, I forgot what they're called. But they're on the right above his right eye. Yeah, right above his right eye. They even have that on there. That looks really cool. Hopefully that's coming out. You guys can see that silver. Those 2 dots of silver. I thought there were supposed to be 3. Or maybe that's from a Primaris Marine. But here's the sculpt of the head. Looks really good. Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes they knock it out of the park with this. And then sometimes we get like the salamanders with the lunch plate or the lunch tray attached to his abdomen from this past week. So I really hope they fix that. But this looks really cool. And then we get his extra hands, and we get a display stand. Now, what's cool about the hands is, again, we get that Iron Warrior's coloring on one of the pistol grip hands. And we get the mechanized hand here. This is going to be his grippy hand. And we get the grippy hand with the Iron Warrior's coloring. So what am I going to do here? So here he comes with his power pack. And, dude, this looks cool. And again, it's going to be attached to his right wrist. And then the power pack just pops in on the back here. Let's see if it goes in nice and snug. I'm assuming it's going to. I don't have to glue this, right? Please don't let me have to glue this. Oh yeah, this was nice and snug. Oh no, it's a little bit loose. No, I hate that. Oh, I'm gonna have to mess around. Dude, he's got a lot of servo skulls here. Holy crap. So this one, this is a weird one. They're all bendy wires. So you can have this one bended out, so it looks like it's just hanging out there. And then this one is the other bendy wire one. And then this one goes right here. So he looks really cool. Let's get a closer look at his backpack. God damn, dude. He's got a lot going on back there, man. He's definitely, look at the, obviously the main selling point of this figure is this power pack with those bendy wires and those servo skulls attached to the back of it. Bendy wires can go all the way this way. We can have him checking out, watching his backside, making sure that no Raven guards sneak up on him. But they're going to sneak up on him anyway. But the bendy wires here. So this is the only one that's a bit weird. And I would be a little bit worried about, I think they have this, yeah, it looks like they have this secured pretty nicely. So you don't have to worry about this falling off. I will say this is looser than I would have wanted. Shit, I'm going to have to glue this. Yeah, it's a bit loose on here. I don't like that. I don't like it's a little jingly. And then we get one of the exhaust ports. Does this move? Let's see. Yeah, this moves. You just got to try to move it as much as possible here. So here's his exhaust port. Looks pretty cool. Yeah, definitely the biggest selling point is his power pack. I'm going to take some glue and I'm going to throw some glue on this right after the stream. I'm going to glue this up. So here is his power pack. He looks great. I'm going to attach the bolter onto his hip, but we're going to do that later because I'm going to heat that up and I'm going to put that on there. But let's get his hands out. Yeah. Let's see. No. You know what? Actually, there we go. I'm actually going to keep a fisted hand on him because there's really no point in putting anything like a pistol grip hand or a grippy hand because he ain't going to ever really be using this other than like to look at his arm for like a comlink or something. Or a comlink is actually in his helm, so he's not going to have that. But we're going to put the pistol grip hand here on his mechanized side. And then this, we'll throw the bolter, the pistol bolter in here for the time being. I am so psyched that they did this. I hope that this is what we see from now on. This did fall apart, so I'm just going to have to re-glue that after. It's holding together fine right now, but I am going to do some gluing after this. So here is our Praevian, who looks awesome, dude. He looks really good. I love the bendy wires. We got lots and lots of bendy wires with these two Iron Warriors releases. I'm a little worried here. This feels a little like it's like it could rip off. Interesting. Yeah, see the pistol? This whole thing is falling off. I'm gonna have to go. You'll do when I go to the when I go grab some of the Iron Warrior Terminators. I'm gonna grab another one of this because I gotta glue this off. So when we do the final pictures, I'll have a workable pistol bolter here. So all right. So we're gonna do one final unboxing. I think this looks awesome. We're gonna do an unboxing of our Terminator, and we're gonna throw our hate mace. Where did our hate mace go? We're gonna do our hate mace in here, but while we're waiting, I am going to go grab a couple of the Terminators, and I'm going to play a quick ad for you guys. Let me know if you guys got an ad and what ad you got. So I'll be right back. I'm back. What's up, same time? Needs a giant hammer. Nope, no ad for me. A Max Rewards credit card. Yeah, is the commercial over, by the way? I'm guessing the commercial's over. All right, so here we go. This is our this is my first Black Templar that I picked up. This is gonna be my only Black Templar, and it was the Terminator. These are the new or the recently released Terminators for all the different chapters. I just realized now I'm gonna have to get all of the Iron Hands ones because I'm severely lacking on Iron Hands figures. So here is our Black Templar Terminator. Not going to go into massively with what this figure is because we've seen this before, but the figure looks good. I got the one with the power fist and the bolter, the dual bolter, dual heavy bolter. So we got this figure here. So he's actually going to go. He'll be kept in display on my desk area because now does he need? So here's the hate mace for him. Does he need to have well, I guess we'll do it because this is a bit heavy. Hate mace will have a normal grippy hand here for our Black Templar Terminator. And we'll go over a little bit of the details of the figure here just in a second, but I want to get this hate mace on here because this is the entire reason that I picked this up. By the way, if you guys have not seen Space King before from Flash Skits, you guys are missing out. We're going to be coming out with Space King 5 very soon. But here we go. This is my version. I got to get a blue helm for him too. But this is my version in canon of Hate Mace with a Black Templar. This looks cool. And I got an extra heavy bolter. Maybe that's what I'll have, that guy. We'll have our Praevian with the heavy bolter. But here he is, our Hate Mace with our power fist for our Terminator. Actually, it's very nice. The Terminator sculpts here are really good. These are the 40k Terminator sculpts. We saw these originally with the Ultramarines when they came out with them. And then we also saw them with, I think it was the Blood Angels and Ultramarines came out right away with these. And then after that, they came out with the rest of them. So, but yeah, this looks really cool. I'm very happy that I picked this up. And I love the shading on the figure. There's a lot of shading on this Black Templar figure. So, but then we can see Hate Mace is perfect in his hand, dude. This looks so cool. Oh man, yeah, he's gonna be displayed all the time because you know what happened is I think I have 6 versions of me as my interceptor, and 2 of them fallen off when I had them displayed, and they have those little teleportation spikes on their power pack, and each time that they've broken, I've had to glue them back on. So I'm not gonna have myself on my mic stand anymore. We're gonna have a Black Templar with Hate Mace, or at least for the time being. But this looks awesome. I love the shading on this figure. Also, they did a really good job here. So the only thing I want to do is I want to change out the helm and get an all blue helm on Mr. Black Templar. All right, so here's the Praevian, which we opened up before. I forgot to get a bolter, but for the time being, he's gonna rock. Hey, why not? He'll have a Terminator heavy bolter, dual heavy bolter. Why not? Power armor, I'm positive, can hold this. So he's got that. We got our Warsmith over here with his massive Gravitron hammer. We're going to bring this out. And then we grab 2 other figures to do a quick comparison. So those are the 2 ones that we just opened. So you guys can see a comparison there. We got our Warsmith and our Praevian. He looks, dude, I really like the Praevian. I have to say, between these 2, I like the Warsmith, man. Even with the non-moving claw clasp thing there, nothing that thing is literally doing nothing. Even that, I do like both of them, but I would have to say I think I like the Warsmith more. So, and that's weird too, because I've liked a lot of the power armor more than the Terminator armor. So here we go. This is our first release Terminator that we got, and I have one of the effects in there. We can see, let me move this up a little bit. We can see, I guess the legs are fine. Let me bring this up because it's so freaking huge. But I don't know. I think the legs are the same. Are they the same? No, these are thicker. These are thicker thighs. Dude, he's got some thick thighs. Yeah, so these legs definitely look thicker. So I'm sure Mario from Mario Finnick Collectibles, you are happy, sir, because we're getting more tree trunk legs on these Iron Warrior Terminators. So he looks awesome. He's really heavy, dude. Wow. He is a very heavy figure. So there we go. Awesome comparison between the two of them. And then we're going to bring our Praevian here, and we'll bring in the camera a little bit closer. And we got one of my favorite figures of last year, and this is the MK2 Armor of the Iron Warriors. So again, we got our Praevian rocking the wrong error, I know, but it's completely fine because his bolter broke. So he's rocking the dual heavy bolter of the 40K Terminator. And then, yeah. Interestingly enough, I feel like this is a lighter silver. This one feels like it has more wash on it. As weird as that sounds, this one has... I feel like this is either a different color silver, or it has more of a Picatinny type of wash on the figure. I don't know if that's specifically meant to be that way, because he's gone and trained with the Mechanicum, and he's come back, and he is essentially their dude who fixes all their robotics and their stuff, their mechanical equipment. But yeah, I feel like he has a little bit more of a wash than the MK3 figure. So but great figure either way. All of them are great. Bringing them back in here, we're going to do a final sign off with, dude, the I'll tell you, man, I'm actually really happy that I got the Black Templar figure. Because I wouldn't have picked them up. I have a bunch of the Terminators. I just ordered all of the Salamander Terminators, 40K Terminators also. If you guys have not picked up these figures, man, I don't know what you're waiting for, bro. But these look awesome. Again, Praevian. These are all my opening unboxings that are added to my collection tonight. So we got the Warsmith. We got the Black Templar Terminator, who's now rocking Hate Mace. So he's essentially my version of Hate Monger. And then we got the Praevian over on the side. The only thing that I would worry, the only downside to the Warsmith here is going to be this grasping piece, right? There's no gripper on that. And then this is the only thing that I would say is this piece here, this rotates. I don't know if that's supposed to rotate, dude. It feels a little loose. So on your guys, anybody who has the Praevian, does yours feel a little bit loose also? I don't want to mess with it too much. So, but there we go. There's the Praevian. There is our Black Templar 40K Terminator with Hate Mace, and our Horus Heresy Iron Warriors Warsmith. So, very cool. Again, guys, if you want to support the channel, use the affiliate links in the description. We have them for LT Cave, David's Toys, as well as Cool Toys Club and WOG Toys for your custom parts. And then also, where I got this ring, you can get it from Starforge, dude. I love this ring. You guys are going to see me on the stream with this shit all the time, as well as the bracelet. I really like this, so very cool. So yeah, guys, the end of this week is I guess Friday night. It's probably going to be the last time I'm on for about 4 weeks. And then we'll reconvene on Toy Hammer After Dark on August 9th. But in the meantime, I'll be back on either tonight. Again, tonight we're going to play some games, I think. Or tomorrow I'm definitely going to be on. We're going to play some games. And we're going to do another unboxing because I got Lord Castellan to open up tomorrow night, as well as some other surprise stuff that should be in by tomorrow. One of them is a diorama piece that I'm going to be using. So, all right, guys, if you like this content, guys, please like and subscribe. Let me see if anybody else is saying anything in the chat. Wraith gave me the head, but the only ones I really wanted to give. All right, we already talked about enough about head in the chat tonight. So he needs a giant hammer. Yeah, he does. Maybe I'll see if I have something for my Praevian that I can throw in there. Storm bolter. Well, yeah, storm bolter. Yes, not a heavy bolter. It's a storm bolter. Yes, the dude. I'm really surprised. I'm really happy with the custom hate mace from WOG Toys on that. So that's really cool. He's just covered in oil because you know how squeaky his joints are. It might be. It might be. Almost looks like the staining metal gets from being around too much welding residue. Pretty cool. Yeah, he's definitely a different color than even the Warsmith. He's definitely more. He has more of a wash, like I would say like not a copper, but it's definitely closer to a copper wash on that figure. So he's gonna be lonely being only all alone as a friend or 50. He's got a lot of friends. That's the start. Next thing you know, there's a review of the Emperor's Champion. Go to hell, Jacko. That is not happening. Oh, shit, awesome. Great show. Love you all. Yes, guys. Again, I'll be back on tomorrow night. It might be actually back on later tonight. We'll see. I got some more. I want to finish up these 2 Star Forge reviews that I did. But either way, guys, I'll be back tomorrow night. Thank you for watching, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'm Wraith. I'm out. I'll see you guys later. Later, guys.